All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about should Tesla implement a price protection strategy. We'll talk about what that actually means and why I feel like Tesla should probably do this at this point, because it seems like there's a lot of less buyer confidence out there right now because, well, kind of what they did in December, which they had to do. I get it, but I don't think anybody's buying at this point because people are waiting for an extra discount. But if there was a price protection strategy or price protection policy, that might instill some more buyer confidence. So welcome back to the stream, but let's roll that intro real quick. So welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We make 3 to 4 videos a day at this point, but so definitely hit the subscribe if you are interested. So let's talk about this. So a price protection strategy, some places have it. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like mostly credit cards have it at this point, but it's basically when you buy something, whether it's a retail item like an iPhone, right? And if you buy it with the right credit card, which I love my credit cards. I'm not a points guy. I mean, I am a points guy, but I'm probably not at his level, but I do enjoy my credit cards and spending and, racking up those points for free trips. But if you use certain credit cards and you buy certain items, and if that price of that item goes lower within a set time frame, let's take a look at some of these, probably 120 days for some of these credit cards, then you get that difference back from the credit card or the business. I don't know how they actually go about doing this. I think they have an insurance policy at some points, but that's basically how the basic terms of a pricing protection strategy. And Tesla used to have, they didn't have pricing, they didn't have a pricing protection strategy, but they used to have a return policy, and they kind of nixed it at this point. I think at one point you could buy it, drive it for a week, and then if you for some reason didn't like it, you could return it, but they took that away in 2021. It says here from this article from hotcars.com, the previous return policy existed for quite some time. However, it completely vanished in October of 2020. So I mean, that was a pretty strong policy. I guess they probably did this early on because there's a lot of people with buyer's remorse, like buying an EV back then, or it still is, a big decision, especially nowadays with prices in the 47, 55, even $70K for a Model Y. So it's a big decision, but I feel like something's happening right now. I think I don't think there's a lot of people buying cars, especially Teslas. The market has kind of gone off a cliff. So I did put a poll out there on a day ago, and I asked the question, is anyone buying Teslas after 1/1/2023, January 1st? And then what did you buy? So only 8% and 7% said Model 3 standard range, Model 3 long range, and Model Y long range. But, there's a couple other, vehicles that are purchased as well. But I feel like a lot of people, especially people that have been in the market for Teslas for at least a month now, they saw what happened in December. They saw that $7,500 discount. And so they're kind of just waiting and seeing. Like, if I was in the market right now, I'm not sure I would be buying any of the Teslas except a Model 3 standard range just because of that tax credit. So it's a very interesting time, especially with so many things on the horizon, so many, price changes that may or may come in the future with the earnings call on January 25th. I really feel like some sort of price protection policy for Tesla would make a lot of sense. And so this is what I think. So I kind of wrote it out to see if it kind of makes sense, but here's the answer. So should Tesla implement a 30-day price protection policy? Example, if you bought a Tesla today, doesn't matter what the model is, if the price goes down in 30 days, get a refund for the difference from Tesla. And so, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Like maybe 30 days is too long. Maybe it's 1 week, or maybe it's 2 weeks, 15 days, or something of that sort. But I feel like if there was a policy in place like that, I feel a lot of people would feel more confident be more willing to buy at today's prices, just because if the prices went down, then they would, because I feel like I talk to a lot of people these days that either have pending orders in the queue or just have orders in the queue that have like estimated delivery dates of in the next 30 days. And they ask me like, should I take delivery right now? And I kind of just give them, I don't know. I would just wait, because there's just so many things that are on the horizon. And these are people that schedule calls with me down below in the description at my Patreon link if you want to schedule a call with me. That are, people are members, they, sign up and they ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And my best advice to them is, unless you absolutely need a car, or it's a Model 3 standard range where you're getting this and you qualify for the $7,500 tax credit, it's really tough. It's really tough to give 100% yes. Like, it was easy in December because, line for line, $7,500 discount was pretty strong. But now with, just so much in the air, I cannot recommend in good faith that the deal that you're getting is a good deal at this point. And there's a lot of stuff brewing on the sidelines. I feel like there's a lot of inventory starting to pop up. So the next video we're going to talk about tonight is about how there's just a lot of Model 3 and Y inventory popping up. And I found some interesting tweets that we can review on what, Tesla Twitter is recommending Tesla should do. And I kind of agree. It's almost surprising to me that we're already in a week now and Tesla hasn't commented on the IRS guidelines. And what I'm talking about is how the Model Y basically got screwed in a sense by not having it being classified as an SUV, which would give it a higher price cap of $80,000. But on the flip side, it takes two to tango. So even though the Model Y 5-seat is capped at $55,000, Tesla could easily, lower the price as well. So there is so shout out to Farzi at Farziness on Twitter and YouTube. He's, tried to lead the charge, and he created a petition to basically fix and fight the Inflation Reduction Act, because the Model Y is unfairly not categorized as an SUV. And I also created a petition as well, because it takes two to tango. Tesla could easily lower their prices back down if they want to. And I say easily, very easily, but I don't know what their, profit margin or anything like that. But going by history, the Model 3 long range in April of 2021 was $47,000, and the Model Y long range was $51,000. Those current prices are, $10,000 higher than what they were. So not to say that they could easily, lower it back down. It's within their range of what they've charged for Teslas in the past. So go ahead, check out this petition if you want to sign it. We're almost at 100 signatures. Link down below in the description. So definitely support it if you want to. But, it's kind of just for fun. But maybe Tesla will see it, but I really feel like they're going to they're just talking right now. They're trying to, see with the IRS on maybe there's a standoff between the IRS if they change their classifications of the Model Y. But all we can do is just wait and see, and maybe that's what they are doing as well. So let's jump into some of the comments on some of the questions. This video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, and you can actually schedule a call with me after you join the Patreon.